Happy Monday, everybody. I'm KHOU 11 meteorologist Pat Callan here with an extended look at your forecast and what to expect across the Houston area as we get into the upcoming week. On KHOU 11 Plus, basically it's a very simple forecast. We've got warm sunny days coming up and we've got cool, clear nights, and there's not really much change on the way over the next week. So cool nights, temperatures not as cold as last week, generally in the lower 60s, but still very comfortable. Humidity stays pretty low as well. We'll see warm sunny days, high temperatures each day, just slightly above where they should be this time of year in the mid to upper 80s. Now with that low humidity in place, we don't see a lot of support for any rain, and so we do stay dry as we get into much of the upcoming week. All right, voting, if you're going out and about this evening, conditions could not be better. We're talking about mainly clear skies, lots of sunshine, and then no humidity, no rain. I mean, you don't even need a jacket. This is really perfect weather to be outside doing anything, whether you're voting or going for a walk. Weather for this evening looks very nice. So if you have some free time today and you want to get it out of the way, things look good. Weather can always be a wild card here for us in Houston, so maybe take advantage of it while it's nice. Nothing on satellite or radar. Things are dead quiet, not just across Southeast Houston, but the whole state is looking very tranquil at the moment. Just a couple showers up in the Panhandle, a couple clouds out across West Texas. The driving force behind this really nice weather is a very, very strong area of high pressure centered over the Tennessee Valley. Been there for the last week, which is why weather has been so quiet, not just for us, but the eastern half of the U.S. And that high doesn't really move much as we go through the next few days. So it's picture perfect for today. Tons of sunshine in place. There is a cold front moving through the Great Plains at the moment. This is not going to make it far enough south. That high is actually going to kind of steer it to the north. So we stay warm as we get into tomorrow after a cool start. Temperatures drop to the upper 50s and low 60s for tonight. A lot of sunshine though on the way for Tuesday. More of the same as we get you into Wednesday as well. And that will just continue here as we go through the rest of the week. Normal high for this time of year is 81 degrees. So you can see every day this week over the next 7 days, we are going to be above normal, generally in the mid to upper 80s. So no big heat wave coming up, no extreme heat on the way for us, but certainly warmer than it should be for the middle and the end of October. And as we look ahead to the rest of the month, the temperature outlook from the National Climate Center keeps temperatures above normal all the way into the start of November. Just a word of caution when looking at this map. I know it kind of looks intense with the dark reds there, but the red color on here, this is a probability map. So the darker the colors, the higher the probability. So you can see there's a good probability of us staying above normal through the end of October into the start of November. Does that mean that we're going to see a heat wave? Does it mean it's going to be extreme heat? No. Temperatures should be in the low 80s. We'll probably stay in the mid to upper 80s. So again, not extreme heat, but certainly too warm for where we should be this time of year, getting into November. Humidity does stay low though. So there's the benefit. It's going to feel nice out there. We stay in the comfortable category for the most part all the way through the end of the week and the weekend. Again though, the problem with low humidity is that it's not enough to support rain chances. So we're going to add on to this count. The tally right now, day 27, as of Sunday, it was 27 full days without measurable rain. Today will become day 28. And that puts us at basically a 3.5-inch rainfall deficit for the month. Now, believe it or not, for the year, we're at a surplus because remember, we had a really wet spring and a wet start to the summer. But once we got beyond June and July, things really dropped off in terms of rain. So we haven't seen much. Again, it's been 27 days without a drop in the bucket at Bush, and that is expected to continue for the rest of this week, which means drought conditions are going to become more and more of a headline for us weather-wise. The areas in the beige indicate the first level of drought. We call it moderate drought. The yellow just indicates areas that are abnormally dry, not quite at drought status yet. But you can see severe drought now starting to creep in towards Beaumont and Lake Charles. Unfortunately, I expect that to actually spread in our direction as we get into the end of the week. The next drought report comes out on Wednesday. And the reason for that, because there's not any rain expected here, again, at least all the way through Saturday and even beyond that. Now, we may turn a corner by the end of the month, but this is how things look, at least in the near term. No relief in the tropics, not that we really want to look to the tropics for any rainfall relief, but that's unfortunately where we typically get it this time of year. And right now, the only thing that we are tracking out in the Atlantic is Tropical Storm Oscar. This made landfall on the eastern tip of Cuba yesterday as a hurricane. It has now started a very slow, meandering northward turn. It will move over the Bahamas tomorrow and then eventually out to sea. Once we get towards the middle of the week, this will not be an impact for the United States. So for today, temperatures in the mid-80s across the board, low 80s to upper 70s near the water, but again, a little more humidity down there. Either way, though, a nice sunny day tonight. We're down to 60 in the city. We will see mid to upper 50s once you go north of town. I think low to mid 60s for everyone else under clear skies. Next 7 days look really nice, but again, it's kind of a copy and paste forecast. 86 for Tuesday, 87 for Wednesday and Thursday. We stay in the mid 80s all the way into next weekend. Overnight temperatures also very comfortable in the low 60s. Could maybe creep into the mid 60s for the middle of the week. But again, overall, I think those overnight temperatures getting into the 70s, hopefully, are behind us for the year. But again, not a drop of rain in sight. Tons of sunshine here all the way through the rest of the week, getting into next weekend.